Hey, and welcome to Tuesday's Tips, Tools, Techniques, Tactics, something that you can use in your real estate business. I have done this already for a Facebook Live, but just in case you missed it, I wanted to make sure that I shared it with you again. And this is something from a really great book, Hyper Sales Growth by a guy named Jack Daly. He's an interesting character, he really is. Um, Very excitable, talks a mile a minute. He has done really some incredible things in the field of sales, even though he is not a salesperson by training, if you will, if you can actually have training for that, which, yes, you can. Um, he's a CPA by training or by school. However, he's a sharp guy and he has built some huge training or sales organizations, three of which one, I believe I'm correct in this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, in the first 18 months, he grew a company to 700 from the time they started to 750 employees, 22 offices nationwide, and in the first 3 years, they reported profits of 42 million. So he might just know something that you and I don't. So, this is something from chapter 9 in his book, The Critical Path to Success, and he's spot on accurate. He said, listen, if you really wanted to condense down to its essence a course on sales, the shortest possible course on sales, it would be ask questions and listen. Look, God gave us two ears and one mouth, and we should use them in the same proportion. Twice as much listening, half as much talking. We really should. A lot of people get out there and just start yammering on, talk, 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 talk. Well, they think that's how people want to be sold or how they should approach the sales situation, scenario, that event that they're in. But that's just not how it really works. And he makes a great point. He says many people get into sales because they're good on their feet and they like interacting with others. True, I would agree with that 100%. They go out in the marketplace and do what they think they do best. They show up, throw up, from his book. They just talk, 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 and figure if they talk enough, somebody's going to buy whatever the heck it is they're selling. They consider themselves to be people person, very engaging, just really social folks. But the better way to do this and the better way to approach it, no matter what you're selling, is to have your customer, your client. I think of it as both, actually. I don't have one term that I use over the other. But as your customer, as your client, have them be the center of attention, not you. You should be fading in the background. If they ask you a question, by all means answer it, but then direct or deflect that back to them. So, he brings up another great point. He said, the reality of sales is that people do not want to be sold. That's true. However, people do want to buy. Help them figure out how to do business with you. And that's really a huge, it's simple to say, but it's a challenge for most of us because most of us don't have any formal sales training. We go out and just start talking. When the reality of it is that person doesn't really want to listen. They want to talk about themselves. So, what I would encourage you to do is seriously take a moment or two to think about the quality of questions that you are asking your customers, your prospects, your clients, your past customers and clients. The type of question you're asking. Are these questions that are open-ended, meaning they can't just give you a short yes, no? Or are they questions that the person has to think a little bit and give you an answer that either requires a little more thought or is a little more of a dialogue so that you can have asking questions to get to where you want that desired end result to be, taking the listing, making the sale. So I want you to think about that. The best scripts I have ever read are full of nothing but questions. because those questions lead to that desired outcome. It's you're asking them questions that start them here and progress to here. And here is the yes, I will list my home with you. Yes, I will purchase the home. Let's make an offer. Let's write a contract. You're starting off over here with maybe you don't even know the person, right? But you're ending up over here with that desired end result. Help them buy. Don't try and sell them. Help them buy. So listen, I want you to have an awesome doggone week. Take a couple of great listings, make a few terrific sales, and I'm looking forward to talking with you next Tuesday. Take care.